It's crypto spring. Crypto spring often squirts up, chops back, goes sideways, frustrates you, goes the opposite to the direction you think it's going to go, and then powers ahead. That's what crypto spring is like. Same with macro spring. They're all the same thing. So we've been very sideways. And the reason being is liquidity has not been going into any of the system. So it doesn't spill into this. And without liquidity, it's going nowhere. So we wait for that to happen. And, we're getting catalysts forming. If you look at the chart, we talked about this last week in New York, the chart of the BKX or the KRE, you look at the chart of bond yields, right? We're getting to the point where somebody's going to have to say enough. And that's the kind of trigger we're looking for when the narrative shift comes. Will the GDP numbers get revised lower tomorrow? Don't know. There's a possibility because everything's getting revised lower. The economic data looks like it's still weakening, which again could change the Fed's narrative. It's all to play for. My whole thesis has been it's all about Q4 and the back end of Q4. It's kind of end of October, November, December. This is always historically a very seasonably sloppy time, both in crypto markets and equity markets. It's about to go into the seasonably extremely strong time in both crypto and equity markets, which is usually from middle of October. It's usually an up-only market. It's not a guarantee of that. It's just seasonality. But that's kind of where I am. So I'm observing the fact that the dollar's been screaming higher, bond yields have been screaming higher, and crypto's gone sideways. That tells you something in itself.
Yeah. Bitcoin gains ground with SEC and Gensler's nod. In a congressional hearing, SEC Chair Gary Gensler clarified that Bitcoin is not considered a security under U.S. law. However, he refrained from labeling it a commodity, stirring the regulatory waters further. SEC's ongoing crypto crackdown, the SEC continues its stringent stance on the crypto industry, even as legal disputes like the Ripple XRP case questioned its categorization of cryptocurrencies as securities. Gensler's unyielding position has drawn criticism but remains unchanged. Uncertainty and clarity sought, crypto's regulatory landscape remains uncertain. Representative Richie Torres highlighted the complexities of defining tokens like Pokemon cards on a blockchain, reflecting the broader confusion about SEC's crypto regulations. Ethereum ETF decisions postponed. The SEC delays decisions on Ethereum ETF proposals, pushing the verdicts on ARK Invest, 21 shares, and VanEck proposals to December. This follows a previous delay in deciding on a spot Bitcoin ETF. Crypto ETFs gain traction. Despite delays, the crypto ETF landscape is evolving with multiple proposals in the works. The SEC's approach to spot ETFs remains a subject of debate. Robert Kiyosaki's Bitcoin concerns. Renowned author Robert Kiyosaki questions the impact of Citibank's blockchain move on Bitcoin and the US dollar. Citibank's Citi token services aim to enhance cross-border transactions through blockchain technology. Impact on Bitcoin and the dollar. Kiyosaki's inquiry sparks debate. Some see Citibank's move as beneficial for Bitcoin, increasing crypto adoption. Kiyosaki's continued support for Bitcoin as digital gold reinforces his belief in its future potential. The crypto landscape remains dynamic, with regulators, financial institutions, and advocates like Kiyosaki shaping its course. Regulatory clarity and innovation continue to influence the industry's direction. Let's continue our discussion with Raoul Pal.
These stresses and strains in the system were there and have been there since 2008. And that's not gone away. And we just knew when we launched the thing is we had to help as many people as possible navigate the complexities of the economic environment. And it's only got more complex as we've layered in this exponential technologies. We've layered in cryptocurrencies, and then we've layered in geopolitics in another way as well. So suddenly the whole world's spinning faster and faster and faster, and you don't want to get thrown off. And that's really what we set up to do. I mean, if you remember, our very first video was coming out of the crisis, telling people we want to democratize the very best financial intelligence to level the playing field. Even in that first ever video, we featured Bitcoin and said, well, by the way, here's an answer as well for you. And we've gone through this, over the 9 years. Somebody said, well, what's 9 years in investing lives? It's like a million years. We need a trusted source, a place where you can get valuable information and process it in your own way to fit your own framework. And then on top of that, I remember, we'll go through the story in a minute, the story of launching, when we were launching the new platform, and here we are launching the new Real Vision platform, where we've kind of hypercharged everything and said, not only do you need the information now, we need to help you turn that into knowledge and then wisdom by giving you the tools and an incredible super network of people around the world. So, again, we're trying to change the game, keep ahead of what's going on to help people navigate all of this. If it's being suppressed, there's a bit of an overhang from the FTX sales, the Mt. Gox sales, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to get liquidated. That's happening over time. But really, it's just because there's no new money coming in. If you don't move any money, if nobody's got any capital gains, then nothing gets recycled through the system. So it just all feels a bit flat. And that's okay. And then the longer tail assets in crypto, if you think about equity markets, probably lead housing markets by 18 months. Well, token markets lead NFT markets by about 18 months too. And NFTs are in the world of pain stage now that crypto was going through in the kind of May to October phase. So, it's patience, it's the macro cycle. This is how it plays out. It takes time. So this is the RV network brought alive. And this map of the world shows you RV members, and you can dig in to quite granular detail, find out who's in your town, who's in your city. But you want to see how bloody global this thing is. I mean, look at this. We've got people in Sierra Leone, Kenya, South Africa, all over the place. And that global network, Australia is a huge crowd in Australia. And that global network can now message each other, network with each other. We're creating subgroups, chats for them. So this is where RVIP people can speak to just RVIP people, and they can exchange ideas. There's a level of power within this that will turn itself into an expert network over time as we increase member profiles. I come onto this every day and look at this, and it just blows me away. And this is only a few of our members. We've still got 20,000 plus members to come onto this over the coming weeks. So this whole network comes alive, and it's your network. It's all of our network. This is something really unique. So I love it.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.